Yeah. Welcome back to They Might Be Playing, They Might Be Giants. Thanks again to John Flansburgh for checking in with us, and it's been fun to be able to geek out with the folks who are listening to it as well.
Yeah, very cool.
I've been doing that on the They Might Be Playing, They Might Be Giants live chat in Miscellaneous Tea, which John, one of the admins, has shared the link for that. So it's fun to see what people are landing on. Mm-hmm. And I knew that when he started talking about those hand signals in Spy.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Because I immediately
very inside baseball.
Went and watched the live clips of it, and they're doing all of that. It's going to be fun to see them do that live again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And we'll have an idea what's going on. Even when they direct the crowds, they're using those hand signals. But welcome back, everybody, and we're going to be getting back into the requests fairly soon. But I just feel like after an hour and a little bit off, we should just kind of check in with everybody in the room. So let's introduce ourselves again. My name is Shelley.
I am Shy Boy Tim.
I'm Chantil.
And I am Tom.
And Tom and Chantil are our day sponsors. Thank you so much for supporting KMSU.
Yes.
At Pledge Drive time, and in doing this, I this is year 11. Do you see like a year 40?
Okay.
I would love that.
I'm not sure what the math is and how many years that would be from now.
Let me just say how excited I am at the thought of 95-year-old me. No.
Oh my God, what would be 90?
No, it was like 40 more years.
I'll be 30-something more
So I'd
years.
be like 85 if it's...
She'd be still rocking it.
Instead of 12 hours, it's 12 minutes.
might need to throw a nap in there at some point.
More bathroom breaks.
But more bathroom breaks.
We're not playing requests for grandkids. We're playing for the great-great-grandkids.
If they'll have us, yeah, 85-year-old Shy Boy Tim. Still embarrassed over dumping coffee on Flanz's coat.
We didn't bring that up.
No, I know. I appreciate that.
Yeah. But you can also tag along with the conversations at TMBG.love, which is the headquarters for the day. And I've even gotten a chance to jump on to They Might Be Giants country, where I'm hanging out right now with Griffin underneath a tree. I'm the spacesuit guy. I did see somebody else was in here too. But if you haven't had a chance to do that, Tom, remember when Tom said like it's idiot proof to get in?
I could have chosen my words more carefully.
I had to have him enter me in. So if you're having problems getting into that,
contact IT with tmbg.love.
Yes, yeah, exactly. But it's a lot of fun. I'm just bouncing around the same places, but there's some great links on there that you can explore as well. And if you haven't had a chance to check out the playlists, please do so. That's where the conversation is happening, as well as folks sharing photos as well on those playlists for the hour. And so every hour it's a new playlist, and it's a new chance to comment, etc. But is anything standing out that you've come across, Tom?
As far as comments go, I mean, just we had some technical issues that we were working through, but just so much amazing art. That's just inspiring. Very, very creative people. Also,
I also had a chance to vote during the interviews for the coloring contest.
Yes. Yep. Go to the vote page and vote for your 3 favorite entries,
which is very, very difficult.
Very difficult.
Good job to all of you.
Yes.
Nice. Big round of applause.
You can also submit stories.
Yes.
We love to hear your stories. Would we love to hear a story right now?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
There's
more people in Utopia.
Oh, no.
What? Not
Gather around, kids, for story time.
Hi. True Green? No, Tom Green. They're moving around.
Chantil, why don't you just go for a walk? We'll let you know when we need you again.
Okay. Tom Green. Tom Green. 16.
Tom Green?
16.
Tell him I love Freddy Got Fingered.
Do you?
in a weird way, I enjoy that film.
Okay.
I can't say that. Well, enjoy is a strong word. I enjoy the fact that movie exists at all.
Okay.
Let me just put it like that. Okay.
All right. This is from Victor up in the Northwest Territories of Canada. And Victor says, not normally one to participate in stuff like this, but the power of TMBG compels me. I'm from northern Canada, as stated, and last summer, basically the entire territory had to evacuate for wildfires. From where I live, that means a 16-plus hour drive south over multiple days, including an over 2-hour wait for gas at the only gas station on the way out of town, with no real destination or return date in sight. On the upside, that long in a truck is excellent for listening to lots and lots of TMBG. I'm not really one of those music saved my life guys, which I say with much respect to those who are, but having TMBG made the whole situation feel a lot less grim. I remember connecting with flood in particular at the time. In true TMBG fan fashion, I thought, what's one natural disaster for another? With the wildfire conditions, a flood was kind of what I wanted. We got to go home about a month later, and everything was okay. Fortuitously, the fire never hit where I live, although it definitely wanted to, and I can at least say that I was listening to Particle Man when I was the angriest I've ever been in my life. The people whose place we were going to stay at canceled on us at the last minute and refused to house our dog, which colors that whole memory as funny. To cap off the story, I also brought my 2 mice with me when I left. One named Miss Monkey Wrench, and the second, a senior lady whose name I thought you would find amusing, the Mojo Cheese Mouster.
Wow. Well, sorry you had to go through all that. That just sounds like a
16-hour drive.
16 plus.
Can you imagine
hour
listening
drive.
to this entire marathon on the road?
Yeah.
I can't.
And still have more drive?
No,
Wow.
because it was hard for me to listen to myself talking during that 1-hour interview.
Sure.
But
Wow. Well, I'm glad everything was okay when you got back.
I
Yeah.
will say that we saw your smoke from Minnesota
Yes.
This is true.
last summer.
Yeah, it's always unnerving.
Yeah. Well, you can share your stories by going to tmbg.love, click on stories, and Chantil will be probably sharing it at some point. And if you want it to be anonymous, you sure can.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But this is a safe place to do that, to
Oh,
share.
for sure.
They Might Be Giants fans are fantastic, and in particular, everybody that gets involved with They Might Be Playing They Might Be Giants.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you guys for doing that. Let's get into some of the requests. And you can all jump into They Might Be Giants land. Or, excuse me, country.
TMBG country.
TMBG country. And have a walkabout. I have queued up going out to North Carolina, and I hope you are okay. Boy, I remember last year, and I talked about how I was going to Asheville
Oh
for
my God,
Christmas, which
Yeah.
was amazing.
Yeah.
And then to see what happened
With all the flooding.
to all the area around there was just heartbreaking.
Yeah.
So I hope you're okay, Craig. He requested Thunderbird. So I've got that coming up. And Milo in Baltimore's request is coming up. And Tess and Lynn and Amber, who all requested Prevenge. Lots of Prevenge requests. That is on deck as well. So we've been talking long enough that the CD player just went to sleep. So let me wake it up. And
the number again to text,
Yes.
507-389-5678.
all right, this is
I know, I said that I would quit. Alright, I promise no more after this. You don't know how I tried to forget what it was like. I remember now why they called it Thunderbird. Why they called it Man, oh man, my throat is dry. There's no more after this. Not to be what I was like, not to soar across the sky. Spread my thunder wings and fly. Spread my thunder wings and fly. I remember now. I remember now why they called it Thunderbird. Why they called it Thunderbird.
As your body floats down Thursday with the burn smell factory closing up. Guess it's sad to say you will romanticize all the things you've known before. It was not so great. It was not so great. As you take a bath in that beaten path, there's a pounding at the door. Well, it's a mighty zombie talking of some love and posterity. Said the good old days never say goodbye if you keep this in your mind. Need some love and arms. Need some love and arms. And as you fall from grace, the only words you say are put your hands on the puppet head. Put your hands on the puppet head. Put your hand inside. Put your hand inside. Put your hand inside the puppet head. Act up in the subway or the work of someone trying to think they're boss. Another guy's a pig, you don't know what he wants, but just to please somebody else. If the puppet head was only busted in, would be a better thing for everyone involved, or we wouldn't have to cry. Put your hand inside the puppet head. Put your hand inside the puppet head. Put your hand inside. Put your hand inside. Put your hand inside the puppet head.
Memo to myself. Do the dumb things I gotta do. Touch the puppet head.
Quit my shout down at the car wash. Didn't have to write no one a goodbye note. That said the check's in the mail and I'll see you in church. And don't you ever change. If the puppet head was only busted in, I'll see you after school. Put your hand inside the puppet head. Put your hand inside the puppet head. Put your hand inside. Put your hand inside. Put your hand inside the puppet head. Put your hand inside the puppet head. Put your hand inside the puppet head. Put your hand inside. Put your hand inside. Put your hand inside the puppet head. Can you tell that I'm planning revenge? Read my mind, yes, I'm planning revenge. At the freak show, in the front row, me amigo, lost in the sound. Now you know that the girls are just making it up. Now you know that the boys are just pushing their luck. Now you know that my ride doesn't really free, and now she's sighing. Blew out your pilot light and made a wish. She doesn't have to have her DB's record back now, but there's not a lot of things that she'll take back. She wants to see you again. She wants to see you again. Slowly twisting in the wind. Twisting, twisting in the wind. She's not your satellite. She doesn't miss you. So turn off your smoke machine and Marshall stack. She doesn't have to have her young fresh fellas take back now, but there's not a lot of things that she'll take back. She wants to see you again. She wants to see you again. Slowly twisting in the wind. Twisting, twisting in the wind.
Piece of dirt. That is all I'm standing on today. Piece of dirt. The whole world has slipped away. I would climb the highest mountain just to jump into a fountain or to fly. I'd fly away. A woman's voice on the radio can convince you you're in love. A woman's voice on the telephone can convince you you're alone. But I set my sail so long ago, they've revoked my sailor's patch. Said I should be content and happy on this ink spot where I stand. Piece of dirt, that is all I'm standing on today. Piece of dirt, the whole world has slipped away. I find myself haunted by a spooky man named me. I wish that I could jump out of my skin.
Piece of dirt going out to Stephen in Quebec City, Canada.
On 89.7 The Maverick. Before that, Monopuff with Distant Antenna for Lynn in Atlanta. Twisting for Phil in Illinois. Prevenge for Tessa, Lila, and Amber. We have Put Your Hand Inside the Puppet Head for Milo in Baltimore. And started that set off with Thunderbird for Craig in North Carolina.
Thanks for the requests, you guys.
Great request.
I would like to say, if you are wondering if we've already played your song, great way to find out is to, you can go to kmsu.org, and if you click on the Now Playing button, it'll take you to the playlist. Or better yet, you can go to the one where people are dropping comments and pictures. TMBG.love is where Chantil has been updating the playlists. And you can go back and look at all the playlists and see if your song has been requested. Because we are getting a lot of duplicates, which is perfectly fine. But I just want to say, if you want to save the here's another one text, which might get lost in the shuffle for me, have a look-see. But I really appreciate everybody requesting stuff and doing it in such a kind way. Nobody's like, hey, play my thing now, and you haven't played it yet, which I adore. So thank you for that. And having said that, by far the biggest requested song is coming up next. A lot of people today are requesting Museum of Idiots. So first person that did was Thomas in Norway, who wants to send it out to his friend Beth and Matt. But a lot of people are requesting Museum of Idiots, so I've got that coming up next. I want to see if that is on Beast. Oh, I'm going to play the Beast of Horns version, actually. I had the original queued up, but let's play something off of the new release. Yeah. Because we've had some people saying, have you played Beast of Horns yet? So we'll play that version of the song. But there's something else I wanted to mention. Do you guys remember? Did I say it out loud, or did I just say it in my head and promptly forget it?
Now would be a good time. Just remind folks that the phone numbers for texting your requests, 507-389-5678. We get it's the word to describe the amount of requests is deluge. So please be patient.
Yes.
It's Shelley only just during that Flans interview got caught up writing all the requests down.
And then you gave the number out, and it's been about 50 requests, which is it's a happy problem.
That's awesome. That's what it's there for.
Oh, I remember what we were going to say. We have a picture of pork pies in the Show Us Your Food section, and that was what Man Camp, our hamster that runs the texting machine down in the basement.
God.
I hope he's still getting pork pies and cider from Nottingham.
Well, I hope you were all sitting down for this breaking news.
Breaking news.
Well, you know what happens when you have pies, though? I'm sure there's been a pie fight or two going on downstairs. And don't worry, it's a place. His workspace is somewhere that. What was that?
notification on one of our laptops. I think.
That workspace is somewhere that they can hose down fairly easy. So don't worry.
Yeah,
They'll have their hands full tonight.
The cleaning budget downstairs rivals the basic budget for the program.
Yeah,
It gets
and again, it's a
messy,
Black
so-
Ops thing.
Yeah,
We just don't ask too many questions.
best not to.
No, especially not when we're like the ones that are exposing the fact about Paul McCartney dying in a car accident in
Yeah,
1966.
We have enough on our plate.
Black Ops is a little too close to MI5.
Yeah.
So, just saying.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm curious if the folks are still waiting in line for the show at Nottingham or if that's going on by now. I haven't had a chance to check in.
They'd still be in line. I think the show would be starting maybe around 2 o'clock our
Sounds
time.
right.
Okay.
Yep.
Hey, send a picture of your where you're at and drop it on tmbg.love in the My View pictures so we can see what the queue looks like.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool.
See, they use the word queue.
Yeah. So, yeah, tag us.
UK.
Tag us on social media or send it to ask@tmbg.love.
You're so global.
It's, it's not just about pork pies. It's about people.
That's the new motto.
I have that embroidered on a pillow on my couch.
It's just to keep you centered and real. Yeah.
It's not always about pork pie, Shelley.
For once in your life,
Sometimes it's about
think about the people.
Pork pies are made of people.
Oh no!
But the number to call or text is 507-389-5678. And if you need to hear a song right now and you got a story that can get past the hard-hearted Shy Boy Tim, feel free to call that number and give it a shot. Because it's fun. We actually heard from Sophie, who was heading to the Sierras to go camping.
Yep.
And we heard from Walden in Iowa, who needed to hear it because I imagine he had to get off to school.
Probably, yeah.
So if you got a good reason and you could get past the tough, gruffy exterior of Shy Boy Tim. Speaking of Shy Boy Tim, should we play a game that we play on the morning show?
Yes.
That's going to make no sense to anybody else.
I feel like it's self-explanatory.
And it is basically asking for about 50 more texts to come in.
Yeah, listen for the clue here.
Well, smart researchers could determine this answer.
Yeah.
Well, let's. What's the color of Tim's cardigan? What color is he wearing? What's the color of Tim's cardigan? Anybody want to guess? Boop, boop, boop. That's just something we do in the morning show because don't have anything to do.
Anybody wants to have a guess?
Oh my gosh, Elizabeth in Louisiana, who's got a little inside baseball,
Uh-oh.
guessed it right off the bat.
Oh, it's 50% of the time that's the correct guess.
But I so we've got a guess for Russ Brown, maroon, green. There's so many requests I can't even get to the top. Slate colored. We've never had that guess.
Slate.
Drab green. Good guess. He's got one that's kind of a drab green. Nope. The color is. Do you guys care to guess?
You guys want to guess what color I'm wearing?
Pink. Got a guess for pink?
Rose.
I don't.
Nope. That's the cherry apple red.
Yeah, this
Red
is
is
a
the
fire
winner.
engine
I was
red.
going to say candy apple.
Candy
I don't
apple
know.
red.
Candy apple
Yeah.
red. Yeah, cherry apple.
Cherry bomb.
Cherry apple makes no sense.
No.
But thank you for playing along at home. Fantastic. I so many guesses that just came in.
We get bored on the morning show sometimes.
Yeah.
So,
Let's get back into the music with that requested by most of the world, Museum of Idiots. We're going to play the Beast of Horns version of that. And got some requests coming up from listeners in Massachusetts, North Carolina, Chattanooga, Massachusetts, all of that. So keep listening and keep your pork pies coming in for Man Camp. And go to tmbg.love for explanations of everything.
right.
Here's a song with a million chords, or are they? It's called Museum of Idiots.
They built this whole neighborhood out of wood, out of wall. I guess I'll still be around when they burn it down. I will be standing around when they burn it down. Here in the Museum of Idiot. Honey, I'm there when you need me. Please believe me, please believe me. I'll still be right where you left me if you manage to forget me. Where we met is where you may forget. Here in the Museum of Idiot. If you and I had any brains, we wouldn't be in this place. Chop me up into pieces if it pleases, if it pleases. When all the chopping is through, every piece will say, I love you. Every piece of me will say, I love you. Here in the Museum of Idiot. Every piece of me will say, I love you, you. Here in the Museum of Idiot. Everyone is crying at the dread hypnotic flying of the bee, of the bird, of the moth. You can't walk, you can't ramble, 'cause you're gonna have to scramble from the bee, of the bird, of the moth. Catbug is a cat, but he's got bugness in his veins. Manhouse lives within himself with thoughtful human brains. Neither one is equal to the challenge of the freak we'll call the bee, of the bird, of the moth. Now the moth defeats the mouse and man. It's messing with the plan. It can't be believed, 'cause it's just a hummingbird moth who's acting like a bird that thinks it's a bee. Got a brand new shipment of electrical equipment. It's addressed to the bottom of the sea. Send a tangerine-colored nuclear submarine with a sticker that says STP. Windshield wiper, washer fluid spraying in the air. Headlights under hats lie in the headlights everywhere. Subatomic waves to the underwater caves of the bee, of the bird, of the moth. Well, they said I was impossible. Yes, they said I was impossible. And that someone who behaved like me couldn't be. But I knew that I was possible, not completely unbelievable. And the one they said could never be, it was me. But there's something else they didn't know. You can change your shape and you can grow out of nothing into something new, something made up into something true. Though it happens quite impossibly, the impossible turns out to be possibly.
Well, I'd like to be an octofish. Yes, I'd like to be an octofish. That's the thing that I would like to be. Octofoo, octofee. But they tell me it's impossible. Yes, they say it is impossible. It's a thing that I can never be. Never be, never be.
But there's something else that they won't say. You might be one kind of fish today, but tomorrow everything could change. You could turn into an octoflame. Though it happens quite impossibly, the impossible turns out to be possibly.
If you wish you had violet hair that flows from your room down the stair, if you want to run as fast as a car, or just want to be more like you are,
though it happens quite impossibly, the impossible turns out to be possibly. But I don't know where I put my
Turtle Songs of North America. Put an ear out the back window. There's a sound coming from the pond or the woods that might remind you of a broken train whistle or the quiet whisper of two leaves having a quarrel over who will pay the bill. Or it may sound to you like something that isn't a sound at all, like the texture of ants on a log or the blinding taste of sunlight on the hood of a truck. Following are some of the most familiar and some of the rarest songs heard from a great variety of North American turtles. Eastern Fighting Turtle. The aggressive snarl of the eastern fighting turtle can carry for up to 5 miles across still water. Even this is not a safe distance away, for this turtle is a very fast swimmer and will attack without provocation. Tudlow. On a summer evening, the song of the tudlow can be heard. Its characteristic gasping is both a mating call and a cry for help. The number of gasps follows the Fibonacci sequence, often reaching as high as 55 or 89 gasps before the animal loses consciousness. Downy Tortuga. The song of the Downy Tortuga can be easily recognized, for it seems to be repeating the word unclean, unclean. Zombie Turtle. The beautiful call of the zombie turtle is said to hypnotize her mate for up to an hour. Human listeners are likewise entranced, often forgetting responsibilities and losing muscular control. Mud flail. The mud flail is identifiable both by its song and by the strong odor that emanates from its shell, which is in a constant state of decomposition. Its soft and rancid body is both a weakness and a natural protection against predators.
I have never heard that. Awesome request.
We learned a little bit about turtles and maybe a little bit about ourselves. That was outstanding. Turtle Songs of North America for Catherine in Nevada. We had Spacesuit before that for Liam in Massachusetts. Till My Head Falls Off for Graham in New York. Impossible for Seymour in North Carolina and Nora in Utah. Bee of the Bird of the Moth for Johnny in Massachusetts. And Museum of Idiots started things off for Thomas in Norway.
And for a lot of people.
And for a lot of
many
people.
fans.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And Nora and Provo and all kinds of folks. Speaking of all kinds of folks, we have a shout out to do to the folks in listening to us through some phone speakers that are in queue in Edinburgh for the show.
Nottingham.
Nottingham. Hey, Nottingham.
Hey.
Shout out to Nottingham.
Yeah. Thanks so much for listening in. I hope that the weather's nice. I hope it's not too chilly there. And that you're having some fun. And a very special person waiting in line that let us know that. Do you want to do a little shout out to who that was?
Well, our beloved Henrika Gorehouse. Or actually, you should pronounce it, Chan.
Henrika Gorehouse. The G has some oomph to it.
Okay.
Is that what that is? It's oomph.
It's like what's his face who played Hannibal Lecter. My oomph is more oomph.
Yes. You will
What's
know
his
her
face?
from last year's amazing
Art.
Oh my
art.
goodness!
Yes.
Incredible art.
Yeah.
In fact, if you go to TMBG country,
Anthony Hopkins. You guys.
That guy.
Okay.
That guy.
If you go to TMBG country, there's a special Easter egg in there.
Oh, yeah. Can you find
involving
the Henrika Easter egg?
Yes.
Ah.
So just saying.
Yep.
Just saying. We're coming up on the end of, God, I don't know where, but we're coming up on 11 o'clock. Is that
We're completing hour 5.
5 going into hour 6?
Yeah.
Yes.
Which means we are about 2 hours away from John Linnell's interview taking place. So
Right.
just a heads up for that. Live your life accordingly. If you need to go get food and come back to catch it, might be a good time to do that, depending on where you're at. Or if you just got to go in the kitchen and get food, then no worries.
Yeah,
But
another fun interview from Linnell, I'm going to try next week to get the whole thing posted for a short period, so folks can give it a listen if they missed any of the 12 hours that were on the radio today.
Yeah. Which is fantastic because I know people are always, that's the first question is, I missed some, where can I hear it? So we'll try to get that up and I'll share it. Tom will be sharing it at tmbg.love. I'll be sharing it in the Miscellaneous Tea group as well. Tom is laughing.
I need to share a comment in the playlist from what was the name of the song? The Turtle?
Turtle Songs of North America.
Yes. Kalila commented, "Ha, whoever requested this is my hero. I love you."
All right.
We have lots of comments.
Matches being made.
Numerous
on
comments.
TMBG.love.
The people.
Yeah,
love.
what was the one? There's somebody in the Miscellaneous Tea chat text. They posted. Imagine driving around in Minnesota right now and your radio lands on this.
Yeah.
I think about that all the time when some of the stuff we play on the station.
And none of us have heard that before?
That's the first time I've ever heard
I
that.
don't remember
That was
hearing it.
outstanding.
Yeah, that was
Well,
amazing.
I love that Mitch, who points out that he is a Minnesotan, says, such Minnesotans, nodding ham.
Ham.
Yes, that's us. And Mitch just waved. Yeah. What are you going to do?
I don't know.
I did say Edinburgh.
Minnesotans gonna sotin.
Oh, geez.
Heavy emphasis on the soda.
then we just
Crying out loud.
I got to do this. You're listening to local independent public radio, The Maverick, KMSU FM NHD Mankato, KMSK Austin, broadcasting from the campus of Minnesota State University, Mankato. Big ideas, real world thinking. Let's play a song and then we will be back. This goes out to John in Michigan. He appropriately requested John Linnell's Michigan.
Exemplar of unchecked replication of Michigan, the tank the fishes are in, expansionist in spirit, in latter borders obtained. Don't hold us back, we must eat Michigan's brain. Now grow back, Michigan, we miss you again.
Oh, and we're back.
Didn't realize Michigan
Ow.
was a minute 14. Okay. That is a good read. We got somebody who kind of got into the inside track here and spoke with our station manager that called with the request, because we've been
Pulling
saying
the authority card.
You
Dwayne's
gotta
a softie.
You got to get through the hard-hearted heart of Shy Boy Tim, but Dwayne, yeah, he's a nice guy.
Oh, so-
But this is a good story reason, so we'll get to that.
I also want to mention we got a call from Rachel in Montana, who was the person
Yes.
that asked the question to Flans, and I believe we maybe
Asked
asked
for
it to Linnell.
forgiveness.
Asked for forgiveness about something that it's haunted her ever since she saw them back in Missoula, Montana years ago. And so I'm not going to say what it was on the air. but she told us what it was, and then I said, "Oh man, your question has stuck with me because I have this thing that happened with me and Flans that haunts me every time this day rolls around." And I told her what it was, and she said, "Oh yeah, your story's much worse than mine." So thank you, Rachel. I'm glad you can feel better about yourself.
Should we share a story?
Yeah.
Okay. This one is from Han Francis from Ruston, Louisiana. I fell in love with TMBG when I was in 6th grade. They really affected my life and got me out of the worst rut of my life. I remember doing all this art and creating just because they inspired me so well. I had drawn a portrait of Linnell for class, and my dad saw it and had the gall to tell me after all this time that when he was in the Navy, he met them in a bar, talked to them, and only recognized this happening because of my drawing. And then he said they were an okay live band. I could have melted right there. If that had happened to me, I would have exploded. I'm now a junior in college and put a lot of TMBG in rotation on my college radio station as our program director. My dad still brings this up to torture me. Thanks. Thanks TMBG for talking to my dad out of all the people so he could hold it over my head for 30 years later.
Nice. And hey, shout out to college radio, by the way.
Yes.
Well,
That's
it's funny that
fantastic.
you say that because I'm working on finding the requests from 3 different folks that have requested music working at radio stations. So I'm just working on the 3rd one coming up. So we're going to be mentioning some college stations momentarily.
Very cool.
But sorry. Yeah, go right ahead.
Late breaking story news. Rachel just added another detail in the stories.
Okay.
So this is the one that
I was just speaking of. Okay.
Yeah. Hi again. I'm the Rachel in Montana that was embarrassed after a show. Apologies for flooding, pun intended, with communication, but I just remembered another detail from that concert if you're interested. My best friend Alex was with me, his first time at a TMBG show, though he was already quite well versed via my obsession with the band. At one point, they did the stale pot smoke bit, and Alex shouted out, "It's not stale!" and got a friendly glare in response. Lol.
All right.
You're still the
There
worst,
you go.
Tim.
Thanks. Thanks, everybody.
Yep.
I've got some breaking news too. This is
Yeah.
Tim
Break all the
continues
news.
to be the worst.
breaking TMBG news. Since we're talking about Nottingham so much.
Nottingham.
I'm going to say
Trying not to
Nottingham.
sound Minnesota.
No Tingham, I believe, is.
TMBG has posted doors for the sold out show open tonight at 6:30. On stage at 7:30. We got to get out of the way of a late night disco.
Oh, yeah.
So-
I've been there.
So early show.
Okay.
So 7:30 for them should be 1:30 for us.
Okay.
My math is right.
Oh, right during Linnell's interview.
Yep.
That's okay. You'll be able to hear it.
Yeah. You'll actually be in the room with Linnell.
yeah.
So
You could put it on your speakerphone and like hold it up to John.
No.
and they'll say,
No.
okay, everyone, let's
Stop
just
the
take
show.
a moment.
We're listening. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe don't do that.
That's probably how it'll.
Yeah.
No. Be present in the moment.
Yes.
And
put your phones away.
Yeah. But I found all those 3 requests for our radio station, folks.
Excellent.
So we're going to start off with Speed and Velocity, who's going out to Peter in Cincinnati, and no, he's not at WKRP. He is at WAIF FM in Cincinnati. And then I'm going to play Dark and Metric for Ruston, or for Han, who is Ruston, Louisiana at KLPI 89.1. I
That's
don't
the
know
one
what
we
that
just
was.
read.
Was it really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to play Paul's request, DJ Ectochrome with Communists Have the Music from WCBN in Ann Arbor, Michigan. So I love hearing from other radio DJs because, we're all pretty awesome if we're DJs and they might be Giants fans.
That tends to be the
case. 2 things going for us.
Mm-hmm.
And got red cardigans. We're matching today.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that. What's your guys' problem?
I don't know. New swag?
New
I know,
swag.
the new swag looks sharp.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Should we just get into it?
Let's do it.
Let's
Radio
dive in.
set.
Radio set coming right up. All right, this is Speed and Velocity. This one.
Science is real.
I lied. Speed and Velocity. Let me find it.
Again, the number is 507.
This is the first time I've done this.
389
just throwing
5678.
it in and expecting it to
You
move
can
to
text
the track.
that number. You get Mancamp the hamster that runs our texting machine.
You wanna say it again?
A treat. 507-389-5678.
This time I promise it's the right song.
When I'm on an airplane and we're on the runway, ready for takeoff, and then we're in the air. Motion, direction, acceleration. Motion, direction, acceleration. I've got speed. That's how fast I am moving. I've got velocity. That's my speed and direction. When I'm on my big wheel, skateboard, roller coaster, race car, motorcycle, rocket ship into outer space. Motion, keep moving, keep moving. Direction, which way, anyway, up, down, all around. Acceleration, let's go faster. Acceleration, let's go faster. I've got speed, that's how fast I am moving. I've got velocity, that's my speed and direction. Speed, that's how fast I am moving. I've got velocity, that's my speed and direction.
No taxi could take you. No trains rolling by. No bicycle shop. No planes in the sky. Planes in the sky. Not a night spent in jail. Parrot on my arm. Not a man of the world. No patch on my eye. Patch on my eye. Dark and metric is my town every day and night. Just because you're floating doesn't mean you haven't drowned. No spoiler, no windscrew, no mag wheels and back. No hydraulic shocks, no privacy glass, privacy glass. Dark and metric is my town, northeast, west, and south. Just because you're smiling doesn't mean you haven't drowned. I got handed an Ayn Rand sandwich straight from the can. It tasted so bland. I asked a lass to pass me a glass of Engel's Conditions of the Working Class. Right away they dragged me to the committee to explain my un-American activity. They're gonna see they made a mistake. international. I only need to plug in the headphone jack so I can listen to my backing track. I'm not jealous of the zealous or anarchics with guitar picks, and the fascists have their outfits, but I don't care for the outfits. What I care about is music, and the communists have the music. Yes, the communists have the music. Oh, the communists have the music.
I hear a melody, and just as suddenly I know who I'm supposed to be.
I'm not partial to the marshal or the plutocrats in their beaver hats, and the fascists have the outfits, but I don't care for the outfits. What I care about is music, and the communists have the music. Yes, the communists have the music. Oh, the communists have the music.
Here we go. This song is called Dr. Worm.
They call me Dr. Worm. Good morning, how are you? I'm Dr. Worm. I'm interested in things. I'm not a real doctor, but I am a real worm. I am an actual worm. I live like a worm. I like to play the drums. I think I'm getting good, but I can handle criticism. I'll show you what I know, and you can tell me if you think I'm getting better on the drum. I'll leave the front unlocked, 'cause I can't hear the doorbell. When I get into it, I can't tell if you are watching me twirling the stick. When I give the signal, my friend Rabbi will play the solo. Someday somebody else besides me will call me by my stage name. They will call me Dr. Worm. But I am a real worm. I am an actual worm. I live like a I like to play the drums. I think I'm getting good, but I can handle criticism. I'll show you what I know, and you can tell me if you think I'm getting better on the drum. I'm not a real doctor, but they call me Dr. Worm. And she said it.
I hate to do that, but I'm not sure if I advance the CD to where I need to be for the next song.
Understand. Well, that was a requested Dr. Worm going out to Stacy in South Dakota, whose daughter works at a worm research lab.
That is pretty awesome.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty cool.
Before that, requested Communists Have the Music for Paul at WCBN. Dark and Metric for Han at KLPI. And Speed and Velocity for Peter at WAIF. Good to hear from some radio stations.
Yeah, I love that. And they all kind of came in about the same time, too, which is pretty super cool. It's always good to hear from people in the biz.
The biz.
And by
That's
the
right.
biz, we mean the industry.
By the industry, we mean the machine.
Yes.
Well, you're just sharing a picture of a whole queue of people in line at Nottingham.
Yeah, they'll be up in a minute here, but yeah, it's like
Very cool.
It's a who's who.
Have
It's
a fun time at the show tonight, everybody.
Worlds are colliding.
refresh now.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
We are coming up on the bottom of the hour. I tell you, I'm actually starting to get hungry, so I might warm up some food. I don't think I can wait till 1 o'clock.
Sure.
And then I got to catch up with all the requests that have been coming in too. So, but keep them coming. 507-389-5678 is the number to call or text us. And if you've got a real song that's going to make Shy Boy Tim melt and cry, and you need to hear a song right now, you can call. That's that number. But
a story, not a song.
Story. Oh, you could sing your request.
Well, sure. Sure. Yeah, you can do that. 507-389-5678. I am the black-hearted gatekeeper answering the phone.
Judging by the way he said, sure, though, I don't think a song's going to do it. I think you're going to have to
Depends.
do...
I mean, we are...
going to have to do a little bit
Look,
more.
I mean, you have to understand the crowd we run with. We got 4 calls this morning from the legendary Stardust Cowboy. So...
2 of which you answered.
2 of which I answered, yeah.
Yeah. But all right, I've got the correct song queued up. So I've got coming up for Nathan in Ohio, Ampersand. And then the song that I mentioned earlier as being one of my favorite songs, I've got Pet Name queued up for Carolyn in the UK. So more songs coming. Thanks again for all of your patience. I love it that folks are just sitting back and enjoying it. And if you hear your name mentioned, it's fantastic. Thank you for your request. If you hear your song played and not your name mentioned, somebody beat you to it.
Right.
But thank you for requesting as well. Man Camp is just swimming in pork pie and cider downstairs in the basement as he's answering all these text messages. So thank you for that too, because it's getting to be cold around here. Not as cold as it usually is, but he's got to fatten up a little bit.
Sure.
All right, let's play the correct song. I'm going to stop just putting the CD in and expecting it to go to the right song by itself.
Yeah, good idea.
Notes written on the floor, words whispered through a door, and outside corners hidden from the moon and all its beams.
a pet name, which is not to say I like it. We met at a party, not to say I was invited. You said love was just a lie, but I could tell that you were lying, and we almost figured out how we'd get along. And given time, we find it strange to be alone. And you work in a hotel at the magazine concession. Back in just 5 minutes, reads the sign above your station. Slip your profits in a bag, and you're looking up to the hour hand, and we've almost figured out how we'll get along. And given time, we'll find it strange to be alone. And you just forgot your one pet name for me, and all those promises you said you'd keep. And it's a lucky thing, because that sentimental stuff doesn't suit you at all. Waiting at the bus stop for just about an hour. Strategies for hangman, cat's cradle, origami. You say I'm okay for a guy, but I can tell that you are lying. And we've almost figured out how we'll get along. And given time, we'll find it strange to be alone. And you just forgot your one pet name for me, and all those promises you said you'd keep. And it's a lucky thing, because that sentimental stuff doesn't. You just forgot your one pet name for me, and all those promises you said you'd keep. And it's a lucky thing, because that sentimental stuff doesn't suit you at all.
I love digging in the dirt with just a pick and brush. Finding fossils is my aim, so I'm never in a rush. 'Cause the treasures that I seek are rare and ancient things, like Velociraptor's jaw or Archaeopteryx's wings. Now all the kids who wanna see 'em are lining up at our museum. I am a paleontologist. That's who I am, that's who I am, that's who I am. I am a paleontologist. That's who I am, that's who I am, that's who I am. Could it be an herbivore, crushing plants with rounded teeth, or ferocious carnivore who moves so quickly on its feet? It's like pieces of a puzzle that I love to try and solve. It's so fun to think about how a species has evolved. And all the kids who wanna see 'em can check 'em out at our museum. I am a paleontologist.
Cephalosaurus.
I am a paleontologist. That's who I am, that's who I am, that's who I am. I am a paleontologist. That's who I am, that's who I am, that's who I am. That's who I am, that's who I am, that's who I am. That's who I am, that's who I am, that's who I am.
Lord, please don't take me away.
Rabbit child stays at home, talks on a CB. Truckers pass calling out their handles to the kid. Chesapeake's face and the big Duluth call her every day. Hammer down and rabbit ears are the only words they know.
Hammer down. Hammer down. Rabbit ears. Hammer down. Rabbit ears. Hammer down. Rabbit ears. Hammer down.
If you pass the rabbit child, say hammer down for me. The rabbit child, the rabbit child, the rabbit child.
Wrong song. Wrong song. I said I wasn't going to do that. Doggone it. Just a second. I'm getting it. Here we go.
Don't cross the street in the middle, in the middle, in the middle, in the middle, in the middle of the block. Don't cross the street in the middle, in the middle, in the middle, in the middle, in the middle of the block. Use your eyes to look up, use your ears to hear. Walk up to the corner when the coast is clear. And wait until you see the light turn green. Don't cross the street in the middle, in the middle, in the middle, in the middle, in the middle of the block. Don't cross the street in the middle, in the middle, in the middle, in the middle, in the middle of the block. Don't cross the street in the middle, in the middle, in the middle, in the middle, in the middle of the block. Use your eyes to look up, use your ears to hear. Walk up to the corner when the coast is clear. And wait until you see the light turn green. Don't cross the street in the middle, in the middle, in the middle, in the middle, in the middle of the block. Don't cross the street in the middle, in the middle, in the middle, in the middle, in the middle of the block.
That goes out to George in Kansas.
That's right. In the middle, in the middle, in the middle on 89.7 The Maverick. For that rabid child for Thompson in New Jersey. I'm a paleontologist for Kezia. Pet name for Caroline in the UK. And ampersand for Nathan in Ohio. Nathan in Ohio.
Do you know Eddie in Ohio? Nathan?
Wouldn't that be
Ed
something?
from Ohio? Insert fire hose joke. You guys, we're about an hour and a half away from John Linnell's interview.
Excellent.
Just to let everybody know that so you can plan your lives accordingly. And boy, they're probably just starting to go on, and they're probably even out of the queue and in the place now in Nottingham.
Yeah, maybe.
Getting there in any case.
Yeah. But I am working on. You had a question. Somebody want to know how many requests there are. It's so many that I haven't been able to get up to the top of it. But we're still working on catching up from all the requests that I wrote down during Flanz's interview. I've got another
That's and it gives you
30
an idea
to 40 to catch up to that.
of the sheer volume of requests that have been pouring in since the gates opened at 6 this morning, 6 o'clock Central Standard Time.
Early bird gets a worm.
Just kind of a nonstop onslaught of requests throughout. They might be playing. They might be Giants Day. So thanks to everybody that has requested. Thank you to everyone that's thinking about requests, and we have a lot of them. We're trying to get as many as humanly possible into the show. So thank you for your patience and your understanding.
Mm-hmm. Now, did we have some people chiming in with things that were worse than Tim dumping
my
coffee?
story?
Well,
or any that we could share?
I think this person might have topped Tim. Something like Flans went live on TikTok, and this person kind of accidentally was spamming, and Flans blocked him. So being blocked by Flans on the internet, that's pretty bad.
I'm going to say thank you to this person for putting my embarrassing moment into context.
Into perspective.
In perspective.
Yeah.
That's
rough, Molly.
Flans does love his TikTok.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Wow.
But I don't know if you guys can top that and you feel like sharing.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And, maybe getting it off your chest and exercising it, you're not going to be up in the middle of the night thinking about it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Good point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess if you've got these confessions to make, you can come to the playlist comments and share with the world.
There you go.
Be brave.
Where can they find those playlist comments?
Well, Shelley, you know what? If they go to TMBG.
Could you spell that?
.love and click on the playlist.
I was trying for a snort. I didn't get one.
All the hourly playlists are there, as well as all of the photos. You definitely should need to look through all the photos. Lots of amazing pets and artwork and views and just cool people doing cool things. So check them out.
Okay.
TMBG.love.
How many people are in TMBG country right now?
I think
I still am.
I think there are 7 people there.
7 people.
Mm-hmm.
7.
Oh, nope, I'm still there. Driving around my moon, my little air moon safari.
Got a little moon buggy?
Yep.
You too could have a moon buggy if you go to TMBG country.
Spacesuit. We played the song Spacesuit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see somebody.
Mm-hmm. Say hi to wave hi to Shelley. Give her a heart if you see her in TMBG country.
KissMeSunblog.com is waving by the fire, literally doing this.
Oh, little dance.
Okay.
Nice.
Melting the snowman that matches my sweatshirt.
Okay.
Synchronicity. Here's police. No. I have got queued up, ready to go, I believe. Holly from Fairmont's request.
Yay, Holly!
Hey, we were so happy that Holly called.
We were, because we attended the concert with her. This last concert that we went to up in St. Paul, and she's awesome. So.
You mean the concert where
a certain
guitar player was in our booth, just like you the year before?
Give or take.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Except we didn't notice.
Well,
you never noticed?
Well,
I remember
it
that.
It was delayed because we were looking at the stage, and then everyone's like, "Why are people looking up at us?" And then we turned over and looked over our shoulder, like,
we couldn't see the whole stage. I think they changed how they set things up for you guys. The previous time, they were more spread out on stage, and we couldn't see. We couldn't see Marty. We couldn't see kind of the right part of the stage. And so,
we didn't.
There could be any number of people
that
performing,
were there or not there.
So. Yeah.
See, I saw him walk off, and I thought, no way are they doing this 2 years in a row.
Yeah, I noticed he was missing, and then all of a sudden, I look back at the curtain, and there's like a flashlight going around back there. And
then I don't know what happened, but I just became somebody who clapped a lot.
Yay!
So if you were there last year,
that was pretty neat.
And you looked up, and like everyone was looking up except for one doofus in a balcony. That was me. I had no clue he was behind me.
And we at the Fitzgerald Theater in beautiful St. Paul, Minnesota.
I'd like to do a shout out to Dawn in Aurora and Silly Guy who are all hanging out by the fire at us, and Dawn is wagging a tail. Yeah, go to TMBG Country and just hang around a fire, I guess.
10 people are there now, Shelley.
What?
Oh, here comes a dinosaur. It's very, very exciting.
This has crushed all of Zuckerberg's meta dreams.
Brontosaurus?
You wouldn't notice this, Shelley, but if you crank the volume up,
I don't have volume.
right.
But yeah.
The fire makes it's a fire noise.
Shut
it's a
up.
crackling fire by the snowman.
Shut
cozy.
the front door.
So cozy.
Yep, here comes is that Hee Haw? No.
Is that Hee
Haw? Here for the bit, and Beth with an exclamation point. Silly guy is waving in a pumpkin. It's so fun.
If you're
There's about 8 of us right now around the fire.
TMBG Country.
TMBG Country, and if you wander around, there's books you can read.
Beth's
there's
on a skateboard.
little art projects you can do.
Okay.
Other things.
Wow. It's just like Ready Player One.
It's exactly like Ready Player One.
Well, I am going to play Last Wave as promised for
All
Holly.
right. Holly!
Here we go.
Saw that in a movie.
I just mixed up the supper.
That is right. Some of that was true. We die alone, we die afraid, we live in terror, we're naked and alone, and the grave is the loneliest place. We die alone, we die afraid, we live in terror, we're naked and alone, and the grave is the loneliest place. We die, afraid to die. We're naked and alone, naked and alone. We die alone, we die afraid, we live in terror. We're naked and alone, naked and alone.
Last wave rolling by. Final wave, don't ask why.
I'm happy.
There goes a wave rolling by. Last wave. I just said that.
I'm so tired of waiting. My heart is cold. The sky is dark. I'm curled up in the ashes. We die alone. We die afraid. We live in terror. Naked and alone. We die.
That's nice. If you try to make out by plane, perchance a dance with a carcass in space. Now you have to buy me some antlers. Antlers are what I need you to buy. Then take them down to the postman and tell the postman throw them to wave rolling by. Final wave, don't ask why.
The door's open.
Here comes a wave rolling by. Final wave, don't ask why. What?
not sure if I put the right song in.
Going on over there? You know, it's all fists and elbows over here.
It's because I'm trying to do too much.
I know.
No, it is the right song. God, I was right. Now I'm doubting myself because I was wrong so many times. Apologies.
You're doing just fine.
This is going out to AC in California, who's been listening to They Might Be Playing They Might Be Giants for a long time. Yeah. This is Erase.
You and I will be together when we shed our memory. I won't wear an orange sweater when I get it off of me. When it's as if someday is it always will have been the case. When you're ever searching, finger finds the button marked erase. Finger find the button marked erase. Like a deep sea diver falling into a mermaid's embrace. Put one box on the sidewalk, then you return with the next, and the first one's gone. Everyone gets on the bus out of town, and the lights start going out one by one. Button marked erase. When darlings must be murdered, when your heartbreak overwhelms your heart. Think of this as solving problems that should never have occurred. Please don't call it strangulation. That is such an ugly word. Press erase, ignore the shrill alarms. See the way the deep sea diver falls into the mermaid's arms. Put one box on the sidewalk, then you return with the next, and the first one's gone. Everyone gets on the bus out of town, and the lights start going out one by one. Button marked erase. When darlings must be murdered, when your heartbreak overrides the very thing you cannot face. The skeletons that won't stay down, the mercy kill that can't be drowned. Put box, sidewalk, then return next. First one gone, everyone on bus out, lights out, one by one. Finger find the button marked erase. Like a deep sea diver falling into a mermaid's embrace. Put one box on the sidewalk, then you return with the next, and the first one's gone. Everyone gets on the bus out of town, and the lights start going out one by one. In the overgrowth of the underbrush shone a fossil tooth, which I must have dropped very long ago, which reminded me how we wound up where we are now. Right through those trees, I'm not insane. That's where we came into this place. And if you squint your brain, I'll get my paints and I'll try to paint Canada Harry, Canada Harry. Where a front flipper first evolved on the day when a daring mud skipper dragged herself away out of Canada Harry, Canada Harry. Call me sentimental, but I want to go back and commemorate the place with a historical plaque. It's as if a fin reaching from the swamp grabbed me by my arm, tried to pull me in, but my arm was strong, and the fin was an inaccurately reconstructed fake. It was right through those trees. I'm not insane. That's where the fin tried to drag me in. Don't look at me. Look at where I'm pointing. Close your eyes. See what I see. Canada Harry.
what's gone is mute. Someone changed the truth. They smoked the proof, and there's nothing left for Canada Harry. Canada Harry. Where a French paper first involved on the day when a every month skipper dragged itself away. Where the rocket ship experiment went awry. When the prototype exploded on the land, she said, back in Canada Harry. Canada Harry. Call me sentimental, but I want to go back and commemorate the blessed but historical black.
Make a hole with a gun perpendicular to the name of this town in a desktop globe. Exit wound in a foreign nation, showing the home of the one this was written for. My apartment looks upside down from there. Water spirals the wrong way out the sink, and her voice is a backwards record. It's like a whirlpool and it never ends. And I are getting old and we still haven't walked in the glow of each other's majestic presence. Listen and hear my words are the ones you would think I would say if there was a me for you. All alone at the 64 World's Fair, 80 dolls yelling small girl after all. Who was at the DuPont Pavilion? Why was the bench still warm? Who had been there? Or the time when the storm tangled up the wire to the horn on the pole at the bus depot. And in back of the edge of hearing, these are the words that the voice was repeating. And I are getting old and we still haven't walked in the glow of each other's majestic presence. Listen and hear my words are the ones you would think I would say if there was a me for you. When I was driving once I saw this painted on a bridge.
I don't want the world, I just want your house.
They don't need me here and I know you're there, where the world goes by like the humid air, and it sticks like a broken record. Everything sticks like a broken record. Everything sticks until it goes away. And the truth is we don't know anything. And I are getting old and we still haven't walked in the glow of each other's majestic presence. Listen and hear my words are the ones you would think I would say if there was a me for you. Getting old and we still haven't walked in the glow of each other's majestic presence. Listen and hear my words are the ones you would think I would say if there was a me for you. And I are getting old and we still haven't walked in the glow of each other's majestic presence. Listen and hear my words are the ones you would think I would say if there was a me for you. In the glow of each other,
I'll be in the back, and I don't need the help. I'm good here in the back, I'm good all by myself. I'm busy taking stock of all the things that I forgot, and making mental notes of just exactly where I lost the plot. I stuck around too long, feeling sorry for myself. A disinvited guest rifles through the bathroom shelf. I'm searching for some disbelief that I can still suspend, but never mind the furthermore, the plea is self-defense. Then the people came to talk me
Memo to Human Resources going out to Ozzy in New York.
On 89.7 The Maverick. Before that, Anna Eng for Fio in Alabama, for Kay in Germany. Kana Jahari
Good job.
for Rose in California. Erase for AC in California. And Last Wave going out to Holly, you guys.
Holly!
Yay! Woo, we did it!
Say hi to Adam for us.
Or else.
507-389-5678. That's the number to text your requests and get Man Camp the Hamster a treat. We're about an hour away from the Linnell interview.
And we want to remind folks once again to vote. When does that end, voting?
At the end of the show, so 6 p.m. Central.
So you're not under the gun yet, but it's a lot less time than when we started at 6 that you have left to vote.
Might have more time if after the show I just take a nap,
Oh, there you go.
So I might shut it down before I take a nap.
You never know when old men are going to take naps.
I know. So, but
roll the dice and take your chances.
But in theory, 6 p.m. So you got another 6 hours to vote.
All right.
And
Load up on some sugar. There's no nap for you today.
And we're getting close on 200 votes, which is awesome.
Oh, wow.
Fantastic.
Do not forget, you can vote for your favorite 3. Some people I see are voting for just 1, which is, you can, if there's just 1 you want, that's fine. But you can vote for up to 3.
Okay.
No more than 3.
Good to know. So this is kind of like ranked choice balloting.
Except without the ranking.
Okay.
Because that's math, I think.
This is more of a school board situation.
Okay. Yeah, I dig it.
Yeah.
And, boy, do you have a 3-minute story you want to share?
Or just say it really slow if you have to.
I have some lovely stories. I was just trying. There are so many good ones.
Sorry.
Don't waste some of our 3 minutes.
Did you give him a look?
No, I was trying to figure out what he said.
I was just gonna, if you're gonna, just say it slow, and then I was providing an example of how one were to do that.
I see. Okay. This is from TJ, from Astrakhan, Russia. I think I may have said that right. And she says, "Morning, darlings. This year marks my 10th year as a TMBG fan, so I thought I'd share my story, soppy and anticlimactic as it is. The day is December 8th, 2014. By then, I've quit yet another job, tried to take my own life, failed, signed up for a retraining program at the local uni, and now I'm running late for my classes. I hate it. I hate my life, and I'm dreading hours of sheer drudgery that are ahead of me. There's some new music on my phone, so I put the first TMBG album on at random, and for the next 40 minutes or so I am experiencing what can only be described as epiphany. There's laughter and tears that confuse strangers who wonder if I need help. Actually, I've never felt more okay. All of a sudden, I understand what I am. I don't yet realize what I want to do, but I surely know what it is that I don't. I quit my studies there and then embark on an adventure that, and I know this sounds kind of wonky, makes me turn my life around. Don't get me wrong, I'm still a mess. Every day is a struggle, but never in the past 10 years have I sunk as low or felt as lost and alone as I used to before I had them in my life. They're hands down the biggest influence and inspiration, as well as my home, my chosen family, my real beautiful dads. Thank you so much for the opportunity to celebrate them in the company of like-minded people again. Happy TMBG Day to one and all."
Well, there it is.
Oh, wow.
That's the one that makes me tear up.
No kidding. So glad that you are still with us.
Yes.
And thank you for sharing that story. That was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I just have to do
football.
An
I love it.
How do you follow that?
I love it. How do you follow it? There are so many good ones. So many good ones. Should I pick a lighter one?
I've got to do this.
Oh,
You're
go
listening
for
to
it.
local independent public radio, The Maverick, KMSU FM NHD Mankato, KMSK Austin, broadcasting from the campus of Minnesota State University, Mankato. Big ideas, real world thinking, and real tears. Okay. You want to share a lighter one?
A lighter one? Well,
although you don't have to. We're crying. Why not just...
but maybe tear related. How about this one? This is from Jen Small in Chicago, Illinois. Jen says, "Our eldest kid, Jackie, who's 20, was a huge fan of the TMBG kids albums, and in particular fell hard for Here Comes Science. They were 5 years old when that album came out. Favorite song was Meet the Elements. TMBG came to Chicago and played a kids concert at the Vic, and Jackie totally loved it, their first live music show. But the show came to an end without the band playing Meet the Elements, and Jackie burst into tears. We had to quickly explain to Jackie the concept of an encore and reassure them that the band would come back. Luckily, Meet the Elements was the encore. Phew!
Wow, that's great.
They're good about doing encores.
Yes.
Like numerous encores.
More.
Yeah. Well, welcome to hour 6?
7.
7? Wow.
We're on the back half.
We are. Of They Might Be Playing, They Might Be Giants. And thanks to everybody who's been listening with us since hour number 1. And welcome to KMSU land. Or TMBG country.
That's right.
My name is Shelley.
I am Shy Boy Tim.
I'm Chantel.
And I am Tom.
And they are our day sponsors today. And spending all 12 hours with us on KMSU and celebrating one of our favorite bands.
Oh, yeah.
If not the favorite.
Can't
band.
get enough. And you know, the thing is, 12 hours is just not even close to enough time.
Oh, no.
We're like scratching the surface with 12 hours of They Might Be Giants music.
12 days might do it.
You know, you do, for the pledge drive, you do a 24-hour pledge drive a go-go.
So this is nothing to you guys, right?
This is just half of that.
No, it's good to have this sort of practice half marathon here in November.
Say during that time we switch who runs the boards every 3 hours.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, sure.
So
this is pretty intense for Shelley.
This is a marathon and a half for me.
Right.
Yeah.
This is as intense as my year gets.
Yeah. But in the spring we are on the air for 24 hours straight for Pledge Drive.
Yeah.
Which is its own endurance battle.
Yes.
No sleeping.
No, because that's for suckers in commercial radio.
And Tom Sharpling.
Yeah. Oh, Tom Sharpling. I love you, Tom Sharpling, but was so disappointed to find out he sleeps like 3 times. He takes 3 naps during that.
Well, like we said, you never know when guys are going to take
I
naps.
guarantee I'm in worse shape than him, and I can stay up for 24 hours
Well, you know,
straight.
he is a grumpy guy, so maybe he gets too grumpy.
Look who you're talking to.
I know, but maybe he's grumpier than you are.
Well, yeah.
Do you think does he leave the studio for like a defunkification process?
They have like a broom closet or something with a cot, and he goes and lays down.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just very disappointed.
Yeah, I don't feel like you can really say you're on the air overnight for 24 hours.
Yeah.
But that's we're not here to talk about Tom Sharpling, who is great, by the way.
He is awesome.
We're here to talk about They Might Be Giants, and we're taking requests. I have not had a chance to look at any of the requests since we got back on the air after John Flansburgh, simply because we're still working on those requests.
Right.
But when Linnell, his interview starts in less than an hour, I'm going to try to do that. And then at some point, I like to just bounce around and play some of the stuff that the newer requests too.
Sure.
So I know they're coming in. I can see them popping up on the screen where Man Camp is. Up to his little hamster head in pork pies and cider.
Yeah.
But just know that we're trying to get to as many as we can. Of course, we can't get to all the requests, but we sure do appreciate you guys participating and being a part of this.
Definitely.
And if you want to be even more than just listening or texting in a request, you can go to tmbg.love, where you have a full options.
There's a virtual world you can inhabit.
A plethora.
There you
Thank
go.
you.
Oh
That is the winner of ways that you can get involved. If you click on stories, you can share your story. If you click on playlists, you can see what's getting played and comment along. If you click on TMBG country, which oh my goodness, a lot of people still there.
She's like asking if people are ready for some football every time she talks about it.
You're ready for TMBG country.
What I imagine is like she's got her elbow leaning out of a pickup truck.
Oh yeah,
when she says that.
Yeah.
Hey, where's the nearest TMBG country? It's right here
Uh-huh.
on the onlines. Hope you can get in. I had trouble. What's the password again? Man Camp the Hamster.
Man Camp the
capital
Hamster.
M, capital T, capital H.
All squished together.
Also,
No
yeah, no
spaces.
No
spaces.
space. No
which I
space.
swear to God I did 5 times and it did not work
Check,
till you just
check
came
the caps
over and
lock.
went, beep, 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 beep,
Check the
beep.
caps lock.
Oh, yeah.
So it should be easy, but wasn't for me.
Should.
But that is how you can get into TMBG
Look at all those people milling about in there.
I know.
Are they all swaying? Are they all dancing? Or are they just
Swaying and dancing, and there's some butterfly skateboarding, riding
Yeah.
a bike,
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff.
Nice.
I'm gonna do a little flip while I'm here. I haven't done anything for a bit. Flip. And so there's plenty of ways to get involved. There's also Miscellaneous Tea, which is just a fantastic Facebook group, a live chat going on just for folks listening in, so you can join that. And thanks to everybody that I love going back and reading the comments after it's all done, because that's when I get a chance to. But
Right.
then it reminds me of things that happened as well, that I sometimes moved on to the next thing.
Oh, yeah.
But you can join in on that conversation as well. And if you're not a member of Miscellaneous Tea, you should be if you're a They Might Be Giants fan. It's just fantastic. And you know what? We're hour 7 into this, and I feel remiss to the fact that I have not thanked the good people who are doing the Lord's work at This Might Be a Wiki.
Yeah.
Because you are my lifesaver.
Amen.
On this day.
Indispensable resource on this day.
Yep. And if you ever want to know anything about this band, in fact, the band, as we heard from John Flansburgh, even goes there to find out stuff about their lives.
Right.
What did I do on that day and that year?
Yeah. You can find it at tmbw.net/wiki/main page if you want to get specific. In fact, I see recent news. John Flansburgh and John Linnell have recorded interviews respectively for today's They Might Be Playing They Might Be Giants Day on KMSU. So
Right,
thank
once
you for
again, about 50 minutes away from Linnell's interview.
I'm going to hit the random page.
We're so lucky that both of the Johns are so generous with their time, and they've really kind of made this a part of the They Might Be Giants world.
Yeah.
And it's very, very exciting to know that they've embraced it.
And they're singing their hearts out right now in Nottingham. How did that sound?
That's probably better.
Wow.
I was
So
as
sophisticated.
un-Minnesotan as I might have
Sounded pretty
ever
good,
sounded
Gov.
in the last.
What was that?
Governor?
That's a fair. No,
Mike?
Are we in My Fair Lady?
so I have got
The
a
Rhine in Spain.
song queued up that when we played Kajahar, which I can't pronounce. You joked and said we should play Cloisonne at the same time to get it out of the way, and sure enough, it was like 4 requests later. So that is coming up for Mikey in Edinburgh and Berlin, New Mexico. And so then I've got requested hot dog going out to Mitch's nephew, who is 3 years old, Theo. So hot dog is coming up. It might be time to get lunch.
Yeah.
Just saying. So we'll start with
Cloisonne.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Mind your business, mind your business, mind your never shut Quonset hut business. My craft is exploding, it's like I'm making cloisonne, choking on my dust with my 3 blind cats. You have a friend in law enforcement, don't go calling law enforcement business. Mind your business. Got too busy explaining. Now it's just raining pain. Pain in the form of a raindrop. Yes, a raindrop made of pain. Tell him the story, raindrop. I don't wanna tell him, Mr.
to tell them the story, Raindrop. I don't wanna tell them. Keep your voice down. Keep your voice down. Keep your window shaking, godforsaken voice down. I'm sick of this beeswax. I'm sick of these second stories. These stacks breathing on my dice, giving me back rubs. When I'm deep in concentration, you start getting all conversating. Slee stack. What's a slee stack? That's your heart attack. Towel rack, fall back. You got no doctors. All your doctors have gone home. What's a slee stack? What's a slee stack? You have a friend in law enforcement. Don't go calling law enforcement. Cloisonne. Cheers, hot dog, no problem solved. Hot dog, hot diggity dog.
Grab my boots and a sandwich, let's start a parade. Get the coconut drum kit for Daisy to play. Hot dog, diggity dog. We're taking off, we're dancing now. Hot dog, leapfrog, and holy cow. Hot dog, diggity dog. Hot dog, diggity dog. It's a brand new day, what you waiting for? Get up, stretch out, sub on the floor. Hot dog, diggity dog. Hot dog, diggity dog. We're splitting the scene, we're full of beats. So long for now from Mickey Mouse. That's me. And the Mickey Mouse Club.
Fake believe. 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 F is for fake believe. F is for fun. F is for fun. F is for fake believe. We're wearing fake fur and riding on alpacas on the wild frontier. Wearing wax mustaches, pretending we're cowhands, yodeling like cowhands do. Yodelay-hoo. F is for fun. F is for fun. F is for fake believe. little Lord Fauntleroy, please. F is for fun. F is for fun. F is for fake believe. 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 F is for fake believe.
Yes, it's the darlings of Lumberland. Their voices are the echoes, mausoleums turned to sand. Empty hollow sockets freeze the soldiers where they stand. The darlings of Lumberland.
It's getting difficult for a ghoul. Wax museum dreams are so foolish. No rehearsal, no finishing school. It's getting difficult for a ghoul. Hold my cold dead hand for a bit. Just got my cast off. I'm gonna blast off. with greatness and fame. Brain in a jar, in a car, in reverse. I'm rehearsing the way I'll replay how to say, how to be where you are. Flammable log, diagrammable sentiments pass between animal beings. Hard to explain, but it's plain that I love you for psychological reasons. Why does the mouse share the house with the louse? They won't say, but they feel their feelings. Doesn't subtract from the facts that I love you for psychological reasons. Reasons I can't really go into now. Reasons we should probably not get into right now. There's only one everything. Remember these words, there's only one everything. And if you go out and count up everything, it all adds up to one. There's only one everything. The last time I checked, there's only one everything. It kinda makes sense that there would only be just one, not 10, not 3. If you get all the stuff together and you have not left something out, then could there still be anything left over? I'm pretty sure that means that there could not. We share the same omniverse. Please clean your room. We share the same omniverse. And even though you are over here and I'm there, there's just one everywhere. You got the cars, the trees, the house. There are some clouds, some birds, a monster. And when it's all too much to count up, you can put it in one pile. What if you drew a giant circle? What if it went around all there is? Then would there still be such a thing as an outside? And does that question even make any sense? There's only one everything. The last time I checked, there's only one everything. It kinda makes sense that there would only be just one, not 10, not 3, not 12. There's only one everything. Remember these words, there's only one everything. And if you go out and count up everything, it all adds up to one. It all adds up, it all adds up, it all adds up to
Stormy pinkness, human weakness fills my Johnny cup with gloom. Your progression, my digression. 40 days this afternoon. The things we cherish are small indeed, so much the larger the need. Stormy pinkness set me thanklessly free.
Stormy Pinkness going out to Ella in Raleigh, North Carolina.
And before that, we had One Everything for Pleasantville, New Jersey, a listener that's been listening for 7 years.
Yes.
Thank you for sticking with us. I Love You for Psychological Reasons for Amanda in California. Darlings of Lumberland for Elizabeth in Buffalo, New York. Fake Believe for Cecilia in St. Peter. Hot Dog from Mitch to Theo. And Cloisonne for Mickey in Brill, New Mexico.
You said that very well.
Well,
way to go, Tim.
That's how they say it in the song, so I figure it's correct.
So are you guys sitting down?
Okay, we got our feet set.
33 minutes away from John Linnell's interview.
Oof. How's my hair look?
Good.
Well, you need a haircut. Say what they say.
Mom.
I'm just saying what your mom would be saying.
The interview's coming up at 1 o'clock. Very excited for this. Thanks again to both of the Johns for being so generous.
And thanks to Phil for helping set it all up.
Seriously, though, since they knew that they were going to be on tour and playing a gig on They Might Be Playing, They Might Be Giants Day, they took an hour out of their day, each of them, and answered listener questions. So thanks once again to the Johns and to everybody that submitted questions.
I just having a chance to look at the They Might Be Playing, They Might Be Giants live chat on Miscellaneous Tea, and somebody says, every year I look forward to hearing Stormy Pinkness. I agree. It's kind of like you didn't know you needed just a minute of like chill.
Sure.
Dreaminess.
And then it goes, Then you wake up.
Just like that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So thank you for that request, Ella. And thank you to everybody that's requesting stuff. You're keeping Man Camp and the pork pie. Can you freeze pork pies? You might have enough to get into the new year.
I assume you can.
In cider.
Frozen pork pie.
You got to make hay while the sun shines.
Yes. Yes. Anything going on the onlines, Tom?
Well, I like these comments. Weaseltron says...
Weaseltron.
We love you, Weaseltron. I love whoever suggested I love you for psychological reasons, To which Carolyn responded, and I love your comment about loving the requester of I love you for psychological reasons, for psychological reasons.
Oh, please stop.
This is turning into a tattoo of a butt on my butt situation.
Yes.
And nobody wants to visualize
Nobody
that.
needs that.
No.
Do not share that.
Right.
Do you have a section for that on the TMBG.love pictures? No.
Next year.
The answer is no.
Yeah. I did want to say, speaking of things on the TMBGs, so if you go to TMBG.love, go to the playlists, find the art. Lots of really awesome art still being posted.
Art, yeah.
And I think there's probably maybe about an hour left in Dr. Ray Gunn's eBay auction. For
I haven't even had a chance to
the TMBG themed pottery that she made. It's really cool.
Yeah, she's made some really cool stuff in the past, too.
Absolutely.
I'm in playlists. I'm looking for show us your view.
It's kind of near
show
the
us your swag, yourself,
bottom,
food, art.
Just art.
And then in text near the top is a link to the eBay auction. Like I said, maybe an hour and a half
got
left.
it. Yep.
So it's pretty neat piece of work. So
You're a pretty neat piece of work.
You are a piece of work.
Oh, you.
Oh.
Stop it.
Hey, the number again, 507-389-5678. Text us your requests. We have a ton of them that we have to play yet, but, we're always looking for more.
It's ceramics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, she is a very talented ceramicist.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. It's like a cannonball kind of thing, but it's got question marks on it and a really cool handle, and it's like a jug. I guess is what it is listed as. That's super cool.
To put your Nottingham cider in?
Yes.
Yes.
And she's got
things.
In the description, she's got a pretty interesting story, and touching story. She's going through some struggles. So,
okay.
But like I said, she's auctioning it for charity, not for herself. So,
Fantastic.
Yeah, that's very cool.
All right. So, and if I have time to do it, you guys certainly do.
For sure.
If Shelley can find it.
Yeah. And if I can find it. I hate to be the lowest common denominator.
Go
in the
to
room,
the
but
address
that's
bar
me.
and you type http://.
I have a cute little story.
Okay.
This
Once
is
upon a time.
Once upon a time, Anthony from Brooklawn, New Jersey, said, I was just out of the Air Force in 1990 and my first civilian job. I was driving on the Harlem River Drive when Istanbul came on. I had never heard the song before, but I loved it so much I literally laughed with joy after the song was over. I went out the next week and got all 3 albums that were available at that time. I was able to share TMBG with my kids, who took to it so quickly, and we were all singing together in the car whenever I played TMBG. Learning John L's keyboard parts was also a great way to bone up on my keyboard skills. Great way to start a new life after serving in the military.
That's awesome. Yeah, I always love the stories where people are talking about sharing They Might Be Giants with their kids. It's such a multi-generational band. What is that?
That just is on the art page.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, yeah. Check out all the fan art on at tmbg.love. Some really cool stuff.
Yeah, I
thanks
love
to,
that Christmas
everybody.
card. James Ensor is the reason for the season.
Thank you to everybody that has been sharing your stories with us. It's such a big part, and your photos of where you're at and what your pets are up to and all of that.
Your pork pies.
And your pork pies.
It's just a beautiful thing.
It is.
I totally missed my opportunity to take a picture of my lunch. Sorry, everybody.
Oh, no.
I wouldn't know how to tag something, to be honest.
Well,
with you.
yeah, you know.
That's how far I stay away from that kind of social media.
And also, I would like to say, if you're eating soup and listening,
boy,
there is a Facebook group dedicated to what people post in their soup that they're eating after they do something. It's called Now I'm Eating Soup.
Oh boy, let's see how many people we can get to join that.
How did we get 6.5 hours into this show without talking about
Now I'm Eating Soup,
the Facebook page?
It's just like your one-stop place to post photos of soup and tell people what you did before you're eating the soup.
Because it's the story of.
It's
not just about soup.
It's the story.
It's the story. How do you get to
It's
the
not
soup?
the destination.
It's just about the soup.
It's not the destination to the soup.
It's the journey to the soup.
I see what I did. I wrote it in there, and then I have the live chat thing queued up, and so I wrote, "Ow, I'm eating soup," leaving the end because the end is where I put it in the search. So. Apologies for that.
So,
That's not going to make any sense.
Let me see.
Well, if it was really hot.
Ow, I'm eating soup.
Yeah,
Burnt your tongue. 83
members solid for Now I'm Eating
Let's see if
Soup.
we can get to 100.
By the end of the hour.
Hey, and you know what? Shuffle Function has a Facebook group page.
That's true. We do.
Facebook page.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Shuffle Function.
You should definitely follow that page.
No, don't go to Ow I'm Eating Soup. That's an adult site.
Oh, somebody wrote super hot soup.
Now I'm Eating Soup is the place where you go to post
Oh
about
my God.
soup.
Good thing there wasn't any They Might Be Giants involved with that, because that might be the worst story ever.
About how you got burned eating soup?
You could have spilled soup on Flans.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
So much worse.
Ugh.
Like a vegetable?
Oh, no.
Or some tomato-based?
Like a creamy kind of... Oh,
No,
God.
like a lentil curry.
Like a minestrone.
So it would stain.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Now I'm eating soup.
I'm pretty sure I've got a song queued
85
up.
members strong.
I do. It is... thank you for your service. Going out to Olivia in Michigan. And then I've got to tell you guys.
I got something to say.
I don't think this is the 11th year of doing this, we've never had so many requests from the quote-unquote kids albums as this
It's true.
year. Because we have another one.
A lot of them. Requests definitely trending in the kids albums era.
So we've got going up for somebody else who's been listening to They Might Be Playing They Might Be Giants for a long time. Kim in Owl's Head, Maine for Science is coming up after Thankful for Your Service for Olivia. But 25 minutes away from John Linnell's interview, you guys.
Very exciting.
Pizza has been ordered.
Yep.
Sustenance is on its way. Thank you, Polly Eyes. And let's play a song.
At the bottom of the kitchen trash, I found the empty container of takeout food with my name clearly written on it. Lately I've been spending more and more of my free time hanging out in the empty back room of the diner just up the highway. And it's just to give you elbow room that I've been making use of the sleeping bag that I keep rolled up and stashed behind my couch. Do you think that I think I'm somehow better than you? Please accept my word that nothing could be further from the truth. But the presence of so many friendly strangers makes me nervous. And it doesn't mean that I'm not truly thankful for your service.
There has been a spacecraft sighted, flying high above the sky. Sirens declare there's one among us from Venus.
Volunteers, we need volunteers. Soldiers to meet them. Have no fear, have no fear. You will be killed right away.
I will date the girl from Venus. Flowers die and so will I. Yes, I will kiss the girl from Venus for science. I'm so brave, I'm so brave. I'll be her love slave.
He's so brave, he's so brave. You'll be her love slave forever.
Yes, I will date the girl from Venus. Flowers die and so will I. Yes, I will kiss the girl from Venus for science. Let's get those missiles ready to destroy the universe.
Chip the chip, chip the chip. Is he human or is he a beast? He's the ugliest one officer in the California Highway Police. If you drive too fast, he'll eat your face. That's him on the left, he'll eat your face. And if you talk back, he will eat what's left of your face. Chip the chip. There he is, it was hooked. It's his favorite part of the gig. Chip the chip is so hungry, his lunch is gonna be everything under your wing. Though you don't deserve what's coming next, probably life was filled with happiness. You're gonna really spend what's left of it with the chip, chip the chip. Life in prison would be better than the teeth of the chip, chip the chip. Lethal injection would be a welcome relief from the chip, chip the chip, chip the chip, 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 chip.
Alright, pull it over. You know why I stopped you? Cause I thought maybe you could tell me why I stopped you.
Afterward, he'll relax, while he's face down in toxic waste. When it's completely burned, he will shed and wait for his skin to regenerate. Now the sight of him might gross you out, so if you are offense, you poke it out. If you really are offense, poke out the offending of the eyeball as well. If you drive too fast, he'll eat your fist. That's his on the left, he'll eat your fist. And if you step back, he will eat what's left of your fist. Chip the chip.
That air horn is blowing away the clear thinking that's needed to stop the loud air horn from making itself the discussion. This headband, I don't think it's mine, it's the wrong size. It's cutting off my circulation and making me think that it's fine. And I saved up all my money for some lessons on how to spend money. And the neck rolls aren't working. No, the neck rolls aren't working. No, the neck rolls aren't working like you say. changed my mind. The headband, not so bad. The air horn, how can you stay mad at the air horn? Just look, it's adorable. How can you not put your ear to it? Monday, still not working yet. Thursday, wait, I mean it's still Monday. I'm not losing my hair, it's getting shorter, and the kids are getting shorter, and the rain is falling upwards, and I saved up all my money for some lessons on how to waste money, and the neck rolls aren't working, and the neck rolls aren't working, and the neck rolls aren't working like you said.
All hail the Blood Boat!
A tribute to the mighty seafaring vessel. The crashing sound of flatware.
Emptied from her cargo bay onto the wharf.
The Blood Boat.
The Blood Boat. The Blood Boat, returning triumphantly to port.
Mighty pump, do not fail. Push the water, let me sail. Cries the engine man on the SS Blood Boat. A boat is like a beating heart, inside out. Blood is like the ocean.
The Blood Boat. A tearful salute. The Blood Boat.
A voyage these young sailors will always remember.
The Blood Boat.
Engine man, we're too slow. 2 days out, 3 to go. Cries the ship captain on the SS Blood Boat. Fancy silver in the hold must be sold when the ship comes to rest. Push the throttle up, Mr. Engine Man. Push the throttle up, says the captain. 40 tons of cutlery, crushing her against the sea, till the hull is split, and the Blood Boat founders. Down they spin, forks and knives, precious lives, when the ship comes to rest. Mighty pump, do not fail. Push the water, let me
I'm going down to Cowtown, Cow's a friend to me. Lives beneath the ocean, that's where I will be. Beneath the waves, and that's where I will be. I'm gonna see the cow beneath the sea. The yellow Roosevelt Avenue leaf overturned. The ardor of our boreality is an adventure we have spurned. We've spurned a new leaf overturned. Is a new leaf overturned. And so I'm going down to Cowtown. The cow's a friend to me. Lives beneath the ocean, and that's where I will be. Beneath the waves, and that's where I will be. I'm gonna see the cow beneath the sea.
How sleepless is the egg, knowing that which throws the stone foresees the bone. The bone, our only home is bone. Our only home is bone. And so I'm going down to Cowtown. The cow's a friend to me. Lives beneath the ocean, and that's where I will be, beneath the waves, and that's where I will be. I'm gonna see the cow beneath the sea. Yes, I'm going down to Cowtown. The cow's a friend to me. Lives beneath the ocean, and that's where I will be, beneath the waves, and that's where I will be. I'm gonna see the cow beneath the sea. Yes, I'm gonna see the cow beneath the sea.
All the people are so happy now, their heads are caving in. I'm glad they are a snowman with protective rubber skin. But every little thing's a domino that falls on different dots and crashes into everything that tries to make it stop. And the mirror, it reflects a tiny dancing skeleton, surrounded by a fleshy overcoat and swaddled in a furry hat elastic mask, a pair of shiny marble dice. Some people call them snake eyes, but to me they look like mice, and nothing smelling like a rose. But I don't care if no one's coming up for air, 'cause I know nothing's gonna change my clothes ever anymore. All the people are so happy now, their heads are caving in. I'm glad they are a snowman with protective rubber skin. But every little thing's a domino that falls on different dots and crashes into everything, tries to make it stop. And nothing's smelling like a rose. But I don't care if no one's coming up for air. I know nothing's gonna change my clothes ever anymore. No, 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 nothing's smelling like a rose. But I don't care if no one's coming up for air. I know that nothing's gonna change my clothes ever anymore.
Down at the shore there's a place where there's no one vacationing. There's just the sound of the call of the wild, overcoming the fear of the unknown. And I've got something to help you understand, something waiting there beneath the sand. My metal detector is with me all of the time. Ignore
make. Raise them up and make them respect us. Wind the marching pots up.
Wind them up and wish
Wind them up and wish them away. What with all the hullabaloo, we very nearly forgot about you. Now all the old troubles will soon be at an end, and all the new ones will begin when we send the signal to the newborn citizenship of the micronations. Sleeper cells awaken now, this is your time. Hear the voices calling to their confederates. See the tiny figures testing their limbs. Stand back and watch them grow. The nanobots up. Grow them in the cracks in the sidewalk. Wind the nanobots up. Wind them up and wish them away. The sun is rising in the wrong place. I would decorate the room, but there's no more space. All I see is pictures of matchstick men. I turn my back for 2 minutes and they've grown again. Rearranging beds, eating what's available in some hand-me-downs, making do with leftovers, bunking up, sharing comic books, sitting 3D on each other's laps in a van stacked up on other vans, driving on a tidal wave where they grow the nanobots.
Grow the nanobots.
Grow them in the cracks in the sidewalk. Wind the nanobots up.
Wind the nanobots.
Wind them up and wish them away. Raise the yellow bots.
Raise the yellow bots.
Raise them up and make
Raise them up and make.
Wind the marching bots up.
Wind the marching bots.
Wind them up and get one to send a signal to the newborn citizenship of the micronations. Sleeper cells awaken now. This is your
Inside baseball while the mics are off. And now we're back. That was Nanobots for the Kinney family in Chicago. Metal detector for Mallory in Illinois.
Wait, let's go back to Nanobots. Gusto and Emmett came up to the Twin Cities for their first show ever.
That is
and
awesome.
Emmett got a drumstick at that show.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of very cool, Mallory, who requested metal detector, 18th birthday.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday! You're cool. Nothing's going to change my clothes for Luke in New York. Cowtown for Tyler in Michigan. Bloodboat for Milton in Pittsburgh. Your neck rolls aren't working for Tara in Virginia.
Tiara. She corrected
Tiara.
She corrected us.
Oh, yeah.
Nailed it.
I read my writing now.
Chip the Chip going out to
Chip the
Durand,
Chip.
Michigan. For Science, Kim in Owl's Head, Maine, and thankful for your service. Going out to Livia in Michigan.
You guys were 2 minutes away from John Linnell's interview that we did a couple weeks back, a week and a half or so ago. If you're looking for something to do while you're listening to that, might I suggest a little visit to TMBG country?
I was gonna say that's where the flavor is.
Taste the flavor.
I'm hiding somewhere in there. See if you can find me. My name is That Shelley. I'm an astronaut, and I'm currently doing flips. Or you could go to the playlist and feel free to comment along. Or you can go to the Miscellaneous Tea live chat that is happening.
There are
as
so
well.
many ways to
Yeah.
interact with people during this if you're so inclined.
Which is what I love the most about this day is
Yeah.
making the world just a little bit smaller.
Right. And we could all use a little kindness these days.
Yeah. But I want to make sure that we do this. Linnell's interview is an hour and 9 minutes long, so we'll be back just a little bit after 2 Central Time. And then it's all hands on deck for the last 4 hours.
That's right.
Of requests. I'm going to try to catch up with some of these requests, too. So keep them coming, 507-389-5678. And you're listening to local independent public radio, The Maverick, KMSU FM NHD Mankato, KMSK Austin, broadcasting from the campus of Minnesota State University, Mankato. Big ideas, real world thinking. Any final words before we head out?
Don't forget to vote for the coloring contest.
TMBG.love/vote.
There you go.